Hiya, you alright?
Yeah, can I take your order?
Yeah, of course. Could I get just a bacon roll come in like a meal?
It comes on the same menu, so you get a drink with it.
Can I get a bacon roll with a flat white and then a hash brown, if that's okay?
Yeah, of course. Some of the bacon roll or brown sauce or ketchup.
Oh, ketchup, please.
Anything else?
That is it, thank you, yeah.
And then whenever you're ready then, thank you.
Awesome, have a lovely day.
You too, thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Awesome, have a lovely day. And I always get nervous, you know, when it's just you in the car and like people pass you stuff and you know that like you've got plenty of time, but I'm like, oh, need to be quick, people are waiting. I don't know what is wrong with me. I am good, thank you. How are you? Awesome, thank you so much. Have a lovely rest of your day. Okay, we are all parked up. And yeah, hi, how are you? This is like my first proper day where all three kids are fully in school. And Daisy and Stan went back on Tuesday. Bill had a half day yesterday, so like the morning just felt a bit like stop and start because I wanted to be there for him and make sure that he was okay. And then by the time they've gone, you know, when you just like, all right, I've literally got 3 hours until I've got to do school pickup. So I was filming bits and trying to get on top of emails and all that jazz. But today I need to come to the shops to get some bits for some brand work. And I would normally, typically, most of the time, I would probably go to like a Tesco nearby to me, but they've got loads of roadworks on apparently. My mum was saying yesterday in like the family group chat, and apparently it's like gridlock, absolute nightmare. And I just thought, I'm not going that way today. And I actually really love Sainsbury's, which is where I am at the moment, because I can pick up what I need. There's also something else I want to look at. There's like a cinnamon roll Alpro milk that I want to see if I can find, but I think only Sainsbury's stock it, and it's always nice just to have like a little look around, because to be honest, you know, for the last 6 weeks I've been, so it's been like constantly with my kids, which has been amazing, but when you spend that amount of time, like you just prioritizing them, making sure they're having like the best summer of their lives, because you know, societal pressure, trying to be a good mum, all of that, you do find when they go back to school it's such a mix of emotions, because I am physically and mentally like and emotionally a bit drained for loads of different reasons. Like I am relieved to be able to have some clear-cut time to work. I know that I'm fortunate I work for myself. I know that I'm fortunate that I don't have a traditional role. But I wouldn't be able to be here right now if I didn't work. Like, you know, I have to earn my keep kind of thing. Otherwise, I'd be back in an office and like the job that I used to have before I stopped when I was on maternity leave with Daisy. And it can be really challenging, but it's also the biggest gift, because I think now, especially now I've got a teenager and, you know, he's in high school, Bill's gone into year 9, Daisy's in year 5, Stan is in year 3, that, like, there's no key stage 1, there's no, like, infants, there's no baby-ishness anymore, like, they are fast growing up, and I feel very sort of like, I get to this stage in the year and I feel very like I'm like reflective on stuff and thinking about things a lot, and yeah, it's just sort of like, it's a weird time because I am excited for autumn and winter and Halloween and bonfire night and Christmas and all of the cozy bear months. They are lovely, but I have also really enjoyed summer and I really enjoyed spring and I really enjoyed the winter, and it's one of those where like sometimes I just feel a little bit like overwhelmed, and it's weird because like loads of people are really excited and loads of people are like really in it, whereas I'm like, can I just catch my breath for a second? Can I just sort of like work out where I am and what I need to do and like, you know, get back into normal life again? And I'm gonna miss him, I'll be honest. Like, I'm here now and like part of me is thinking, oh, how lovely to be able to have like an hour to yourself just to go and do that. I think you need it, I think you've earned it, I think you deserve it. But then equally I'm like, oh, but I miss them. And it's a weird one, but I thought, do you know what, we're gonna do it in style. I got myself a flat white, which is probably going cold. it's not good flat white McDonald's. It's not good. It is quite, it's not very warm at all, to be honest. And then I got myself a bacon roll and a hash brown, because I didn't know bacon rolls came in a meal. They don't. It's like a saver menu. I don't really get breakfast very often from McDonald's. And yeah, you order it with a drink and then you add a hash brown separately. I mean, that's a bit, I mean, what is that? Has that already been digested? Who knows? But I'm gonna have this because I've not eaten yet and I'm actually quite hungry. And yeah, I'm gonna go in, I'll take you around, and then I will bring you home for a bit and we'll just see where we get up to, and I'll film until it feels right, and then when I'm done I'll stop. But I'm gonna eat this and then we can catch up a bit more in a bit, and I'll bring you around. If there's anything nice I'll show you, I promise. I promise, okay? I promise. Would you like a bite before we go? Nom nom nom. Right, I'll see you in a bit. So we're out. McDonald's has been had. It was really good apart from the coffee. The coffee was awful. I'm trying to find a bin and then let's go and have a little mooch, shall we? I don't know if I've just picked like a ridiculously busy day or something, but it's packed, so I'm hiding down this aisle. But I found these cute little like croc gibbets for Daisy. I think she'll love them. They're autumn themed. £3. I just thought I would share those, but yeah, let's keep trying. I just hate filming in public. I found it. I'm well excited. I got two. Okay, we have the goods, so I'm going to drive home and then I'll show you there if that's okay. Just because I want to get back and get cracking. Okay, so I'm home and I've been greeted by a cat that is asleep and a dog that is asleep, which I'm a bit jealous of, to be honest, because I don't know about you, but this week is just really wearing me out. Like, I feel very, very tired, but I picked up a few bits. I went a bit crazy with this scent. Spiced apple, which I think is pretty autumnal and also can lend quite well to Christmas and stuff. Not that we're anywhere near thinking about that. Daisy came down this morning and was like, can we decorate for Halloween? And I was like, no. Like, I don't mind decorating for autumn, which I said we can do at the weekend if we get the stuff out of the loft. But autumn is very different from Halloween. I've seen people on TikTok saying, oh, this is the way that you're meant to decorate. This is like the rules of decorating. And basically September, you can start with your autumn decorations because it's a bare month. Fully in agreement with that, fair enough. 1 second, I'm just gonna put this down. I'm back. And then you move into like October and you can add a few like Halloween touches. Now for me personally, just because it's not really like my thing generally, like I do a lot of stuff decor wise for the kids. Some people do Halloween in October. I prefer to do Halloween like maybe the week before Halloween, something like that, put the decorations out. It also works out really nicely if the kids are off over Halloween. It doesn't always play that way depending on like the school timetable and stuff. But usually we'll do it at like the start of the holidays then. It's a little activity we can do together and get excited about because they love doing it. I prefer to do it that way, and then they come down like November the 1st kind of vibes. And then November I always find tricky because then people on TikTok were saying you put your winter decor out, and I was like, who the hell has winter decor? Right, I love like a theme as much as the next person, and I've said before that I'd celebrate the opening of a gate, but I don't have winter decor. I have like autumn, and I've got like Christmas, and then I've got some Easter bits, and then in the summer it's just about everything being clean and fresh and airy and the sunshine coming in and my garden being nice, you know what I mean? But I will probably start putting a few Christmassy bits out late November, purely because it takes that long. It's quite nice to get like the most out of it. Plus when I have to film content like ahead of schedule, so it's timely, you'll find yourself filming stuff sometimes for Christmas in like October or September. I've done before, but anyway, I've got all of these. So I got the Febreze plug-in. I got a little spiced apple for bathroom. I got the Glade plug-in, which is warm apple pie. And then I've got spiced apple air mist. So that would be nice because make everything smell nice. The next thing I got were these little like gibbets. They're so cute. Sainsbury's, I applaud you. They were £3, you get 8, which I think is really good value, and they're all autumnal themed. I have Crocs actually, and in theory I would love these, but I didn't buy them for me. You'll see actually with what I bought, majority of it is like, I clearly missed my kid. I've got some bread because I'm making soup. And I got options. I thought if there was any left over, it'd be nice to like pack lunches and stuff. And then I basically, there's loads of stuff in here for the kids. I got them in the little like section, you know, where you can have like world foods. I got these. They're called Oppo, and they're rich chocolate and crispy pretzel. So I like pretzel sticks, but with chocolate inside. They were like £1 each. So I got them then as like a little weekend treat, you know, when they finish. And then I saw these, and like normally when I see the Dairy like little Lunchables, they only have like crackers, cheese and ham, but then these ones have like little mini Oreos in, and I thought they would be so cute as like a little Friday lunchbox treat, you know, if you're getting through your first week. I got Bill one as well, which is probably a little bit young for him, but he'll eat them because of course he will, he's a teenager. They were on offer for £1 with Nectar price. And then I got them all a dairy milk and crunchy yogurt because they were on offer with Nectar price for 80p. So you can tell I missed them because I just basically walked around and like had a look at stuff that I thought that they would like. And then I got 2 of these because I'm hopeful that it's going to be really nice and like cheer me up in the morning. I normally like the coconut milk blend, but this is oat and soya. I'm sure I'll still like it. Each 100ml contains 50 calories if you wanted to know, and I've had the caramel version before, and I would say it does lean like a little bit sweeter than say like a regular coffee with just like regular milk. So hopefully I don't really have sweet coffees. I never have sugar. I haven't for years and years now. And I don't really like a super sweet syrupy coffee from like Starbucks or Costa anymore, because the older I get, the more my taste buds lean like savoury, and stuff that's just too sweet literally will turn my tummy and make me feel sick. I don't mind a sweeter like iced coffee. I find like I can tolerate that more. And my favourite is probably the iced oat shaken espresso, which I will have like if I go to Starbucks, probably my go-to order, but hot coffees that are super sweet make me feel ill. And then this is the smooth caramel Nespresso Starbucks pods, which I picked up just because I thought it would go quite nicely with them. They have the vanilla ones as well, which I've got some of left, so I think either or would work quite well. And then I got these pork puffs. They're 19 grams of protein, 133 calories, and I really like them. I love pork scratchings in general, to be honest. So that was my little haul. And then I did get some brand bits, but I put those over there because the brand is featured and I can't like share that until after I filmed the content kind of thing. So that was my little haul. And my job today, I just want to get like filming done. I want to film like a favourites video. Obviously I've got this as well. I want to like make sure that I'm up to speed with everything house-wise. Like I know I said before that the house is like clean, but I'm pretty sure there'll be laundry over there that I need to put on. There was some I put some in the dryer this morning already. I want to just check over the kids' bedrooms and stuff and just make everywhere nice and cosy. And the plan is to film a little chicken noodle soup recipe, which I want to film more so for like my reels and stuff, and maybe a tomato soup as well, because I have soup bags that I keep everything in. But yeah, for now I'm just going to put all this away. Okay, we have a slight problem. So I was emptying the dishwasher because Mark forgot to put it on last night. And then I was like going through everything and I was like, right, okay, I'll put everything away. And then this drawer has been annoying the absolute shit out of me for ages. Look at the state of that. It is absolutely disgusting. Can you see? probably don't want to see, to be honest. And I can't take it anymore, so I'm going to clean it out. And I think that just pretty much sums up my mood today. So come with me while I just quickly reset my cutlery drawer. Except there's nowhere to put it because it's just chaos everywhere. Okay, so I've sprayed this like cutlery tray with the fairy skip soak, which I'm actually still leaving to soak while I wash up a few bits that didn't wash very well in the dishwasher. Speaking of which, I've added more rinse aid to the dishwasher and I've cleaned out the little gross filter bit at the bottom, which is horrible. And I've also put this on our baking trays, which are back there, which I'm gonna leave to soak. And I might scrub the big one but put the smaller ones in the dishwasher and run a quick cycle with the oven racks in there as well once Mark's chicken for his lunch is finished cooking. It's just not going well, but clearly stuff's bugging me and maybe I just need to admit defeat and deal with it. It's hard to find truth when the liars are great. I'm trying my best to stay out of the way. Oh well, oh well. Too dark for big talk, I got nothing to say. You hold your head high, but you want to Okay, so I got a little ahead of myself, but I have done a few jobs that I've been meaning to do for a while, but just not been able to because of the kids being on, and it's really just hit the spot. You know, like when you finally got something done and you just like fixed an issue, it's really helped. So I will show you, like I'll turn you around and give you a little demo, so to speak. So the first thing is this cupboard in here, which is a bit of a catch-all, but as you can see, it holds like Tupperware, lunch boxes, egg cups, random little like extra Tupperware for things like fruit and stuff, then the ridiculous amount of water bottles that we have. I've gotten rid of some that were like chipped or dented or just not looking great, and then we have like hair care and like just makeup and a little like pop-up mirror for me. I get ready downstairs. I feel like I've spoken about this so many times, but this cupboard is now all sorted out because before it was just like every time you open it something would fall off, and when it's like a Stanley, when that hits you on your toe, you know about it. Let me tell you that. I've cleaned the dishwasher out and I have put the oven racks in there with some other bits that needed cleaning, so that's all done. Then over here I am charging this little light that goes under here. It's like a sensor one, so it comes on when I make a coffee in the morning. I've tidied all this up and wiped it. We had so many, for want of a better word, drugs, I suppose, scattered here over the summer because 3 of us have really bad hay fever. So it's not as bad anymore. So I have moved some extra bits into this cupboard, but I've organised this so this is like ready for Mark's next cup of tea. Then up here we've got like spare mugs, spare vitamins when I run out of my usual ones, and then even more mugs up there which are like spring and summer one now that won't get used. And then I've just left out basically my Hair and Me, my B12, because I was deficient but I'm not anymore. Thank you to taking this. Mark found that, and then he also found me these perimenopause like vitamins, so they are there with my coffee every morning to remind me to take them. And then it's just like toast, usual thing. In fact, I need to turn this off because otherwise it's going to keep wasting energy while it's charging. And then the final thing I did was sort out this cupboard because again it was absolutely stuffed to the brim and really poorly organised. So I've gotten rid of a few other mugs. It's hard with mugs because there are some here like Halloween and Christmas, they literally don't get used, and I probably should find a different way of storing them, maybe like in the loft and stuff. But my biggest worry is sometimes with these is that they might get broken or forgotten about and not used at all. So we have like the kids' festive hot chocolate mugs that we always use. They've got little like candy canes on, a couple of other Halloween ones. This is probably one of my favourite Christmas ones that I've reused for years. This is from Home Scent. And then a couple of sentimental ones that like the kids have made, for example. But everything is all sorted and I feel loads better about that because these things have just been bugging me for ages. The amount of time I've been nearly knocked out by a flying cup or glass or something. Then this island before was absolutely full of cutlery and utensils, but you saw the drawer. This is so much better. I actually turned it around. These sections were like, it was rotated on itself. These used to be over here, but I've moved it because I think this works a bit better, because we tend to like prep a lot on this section, so the stuff that we need more for cooking is immediately here. And then this bit here is like plastic spoons for lunch boxes. I threw away so many Calpol and Nurofen syringes, it was ridiculous. So I've kept one of each, a spoon and a couple of little cups as well, you know, those little measuring cups. I've got chopsticks and stuff, all of that. I've actually, this has just reminded me, I need to order us a new tin opener because ours is rusty and absolutely diabolical, but this is so much better. It's so much cleaner and so much more organized. So that is that done. And now, while I'm in the mood to like clean, I'm just gonna light a couple of wax melts, because over here I had the oven on a clean cycle and it smells a bit like smoky, like a burnt smell, but it burns all the rubbish off the bottom of the oven, and then you can just wipe it off afterwards, which is great, but it stinks. So I'm going to light a few wax melts, put one of those plugins that I got from Sainsbury's in, and then I'm going to run upstairs and reset the kids' bedrooms, I think. Okay, so we have matches, we have little tea lights, and then I've got some of the Northumberland Candle Company wax melts. These are the ones that smell gin and tonic, and they do have that kind of like tangy tonic juniper smell. They're very fresh. I haven't been burning loads of wax melts and stuff over the summer because we tend to have the door open, it just smells like fresh air, but I find like it's been pissing it down today. I find when autumn winter hits, I'm more inclined to light more candles and stuff. A, because it's just cozy, but B, because I find like it freshens up a space because you've not got windows open and stuff. So we're going to do that now. I've also got some candles from HomeSense, like autumny ones, pumpkin, that kind of thing, cinnamon, but I've been saving those for like, you know, burning at night, because a candle feels a little bit more fancy than a wax melt. But I'm just doing this now purely because it just makes me feel better. Gonna quickly get all this put away, because then it's one job that I don't need to do later, and it's a busy night tonight because it's club nights. While I'm up here, I'm gonna do a little room reset. Everyone kind of makes their beds and all that jazz anyway, but I like to go in and make it extra special for them when they're coming home from school, especially at this time of year where they've just gone back and I feel like they just need home comforts. Won't know where to begin. You can't keep up, you fall behind. So when Stan comes home from school, one thing he likes to do is get in bed and chill for a bit and have some iPad time. And he always closes the blinds, so I'm going to do that for him, so when he gets here it's just nice and cozy and ready for him. Though he does have football training tonight, but still, like, he can rest for a little bit and then we're good to go. That's ever happened to you. Let's organise these. Let's do mine. All my gym gear actually, so that will be ready for tomorrow. Mark, me, Stan, Mark. Gonna go and put these in the boys' room now. It's those things we got them before. Now, before I love you and leave you, I'm just gonna sort out the bathroom because it needs it. One more day. So that is me all done. I've done a few jobs, ticked off a few bits that I need to do, and I'm going to go and film something different on a different camera now. And then before I know it, it'll be time to go and pick the kids up. But I hope you have had a lovely time watching along. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you all very soon. Like a nightmare, but this time you don't wanna wait.